tuned in to another Let's Play with the Blurred Confidential crew. Currently we're waiting to actually, because one, PS4 sucks when it comes to this broadcast and stuff. So let's do a little time lapse and then try to send out the invite and make sure that all works. Okay. So 14 times the charm
The broadcast has been stopped.
has been stopped. What the in the word? How? Matter of fact, let me share it to myself. You know, let's see. Evil 4 Part 1. Let's see if I put it specifically. I don't know if it's going to actually show me the actual broadcast on that, but
Let me see if I can troubleshoot this.
nope. Damn it. Okay. And of course, it only brings up my old stuff. All right. So fun time, fun times. Let me know if you're able to get on. If not, again, we'll try it again.
Alright.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Are you on now?
Yeah, I had to do it like 30 times in order for me to do it, but
Okay. Sony, get y'all shit together. Anyways, so now the sound check. Can you hear yourself? Hello?
you know,
Yeah.
I'm
Can
trying
you,
to,
oh,
because I
okay.
was just listening to you talk. I think it was coming from the broadcast.
Gotcha. Good to go.
Yeah, I am. I think it's a little low. Let me see if I can turn up the mic sensitivity. Give me one moment. Yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
All right. Does it sound any better? Or how does it sound?
I guess like normal. But no, you're good to go. All right. Well, again, sorry for the delay, folks. This is another Let's Play with the Blurred Confidential crew. I'm Q, and
And
I'll
I'm
let
Rick.
my man, introduce himself. I don't work for him.
Well, you know what? You might one day, so you might as well just get it together now. No problem in line. I am James.
All right. And he was on me last time when we did Bloodstain, which, again, fun game. Make sure to check it out. Part two's out here too, and it doesn't cost that much money. But this time we're gonna do a little classic, Resident Evil 4. aka America invades a Spanish Spanish country.
Hell, invasions. Yay.
I mean, the story goes, for some reason, the little group in this country or this little village kidnapped the president's daughter, and so they send in an agent, which is Leon Kennedy, who, for the people who played like Resident Evil 2, main character from there. Um, they send him in to basically go slaughter these folks and get the daughter back. So yeah, your typical '80s action movie.
1998.
Oh
I'll
man.
never forget it.
So
It was the year when those
it's
grisly
been fun,
murders
man.
occurred in
How's everything
Berkeley
been since the
Mountains.
last time we've been on?
Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the International Pharmaceutical Enterprise.
Oh man, where to begin? I've lost faith in
Virus
humanity.
broke out in a nearby
I think
mountain
there's a
in
lot of
Raccoon
people
City.
who are very strange in the
It
world.
hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation.
I've come to realize I don't feel like
Not
everyone should
taking
have
any
the internet.
chances, the
And so
President
yeah,
of
it's
the
just been a
United States
fun
ordered
week so far.
contingency
A
plan
lot of,
to
you know,
sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole
we-
affair gone
there
public,
needs to be, maybe there needs to be like a button say, you know what, you're kicked off the internet for a week. Go and reflect. You know,
Stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella is finished.
oh man. Nah, it's just been fun. So I found myself in a lot of arguments on places like Facebook. And you ever get to that point where you're having discussions?
6 years
Let me
have
rephrase
passed
that.
since that horrendous incident.
You're having an argument with someone, and they don't really know how to argue. And at the end of the day, their answer is "F you, I know better than you."
Training via a secret organization working
Yeah.
under the direct
I
control
mean,
of the president.
they don't say that, but that's just how they
I was
approach
to
it. It
assume
seems
the
like.
responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
I know them people.
Cornel, why am I the one who always gets the short end of the
Yeah.
stick?
And so yeah, that's kind of what I did. So there was this one dude, and he was basically trying hard to convince me how this new doctor, Dr. Stella
Yes, that's a
Emanuel,
local's
and
way of breaking the
she's
ice.
the
Anyway, you know what this is all
hydrochloroquine
about.
doctor
My
who's
assignment
basically
is to
touting
search
it,
for
and she's
the
also the
president's
demon
missing
semen
daughter.
lady. I'm telling you, that's one. That'd be a great horror
Sure
film,
you wish
Demon
to
Semen.
just tag along so
I
we
don't
could
know how
sing
we're gonna.
Kumbaya
We're still working out the
together at some Boy
details,
Scout
but
bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
he was trying his hardest to explain to me how she's really here to try to save lives, and we are not smart enough to
I
realize
was
it.
counting on you guys.
Yeah, yeah. You know, yeah. You know, the CDC is secretly trying to discredit her, the government overall. But the government. Wait, hold up. How does that work if the government is trying to discredit her, but it was the government who put her on?
It was
So are they
right
working
before
against
I was to
themselves?
take
Like,
on my
is
duties
this-
of protecting the president's daughter?
Never mind.
when she
I guess that's too smart. That makes too much sense to ask that question. But we'll bypass that.
Part of Europe.
I know. Yeah, I
According
know.
to our intelligence,
I mean,
there's
but
reliable information about a sighting of
you
a
know, it's
girl
kind of
that looks
funny. Like when
very
you hear
similar
people
to
who
the
will say they
president's
won't
daughter.
take a vaccine.
Apparently, she's being withheld by some
Because
unknown
the government's going to try to track them
Who
and
would've
chip them.
thought that my first
But
job
those
would've
same
been a
people don't
rescue
realize you basically gave away that privilege of being secluded after post 9/11 with the Patriot Act. Like, you do realize, even if you turn your GPS off on your phone, they can still track your phone. Like, if you use any electronic device, they can locate you. Like, hell, even if you don't use electronic device, there's GPS location satellites. Like, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And but then it brings up the question, like, why do I want to know what Jamal's doing on his weekend? Like, no one cares. Half of the time when you post stuff on Facebook, no one really cares. They're laughing at you in a lot of cases.
Just up ahead
But
is the village.
I have to stop playing.
I'll go and have a look around.
I mean, pretty much. And so yeah, this guy, he goes in, and I told him, he was like, well, he can prove that the CDC and government is intentionally
Jeez.
botching all of this stuff. And it's like, okay, the key word is intentionally, which means you're proving intent that that is the plan. All right, cool.
Leon,
I said,
I hope you
fine.
can hear me.
I said,
I'm
send me
Amy
your
Huntington.
sources.
I'll be your support
However,
on this
make sure
mission.
these sources are
Loud
vetted.
and clear.
Make sure that it's
Somehow I thought it'd be
it's
legal.
cited properly
So the subject's
with
name's Ashley
multiple
Grant, right?
citations.
That's right.
I said,
She's
if
the
you're trying to
daughter of
come
the
with
president. Try to
scientific
behave yourself,
evidence, make
okay?
sure it has graphs,
Whoever this
make
group
sure it
is,
has
they sure
numbers
picked
and
the wrong girl to
equations and
kidnap.
all that stuff where we
I'll
can
try to find some
cross-reference
more
it
information
and
on my
actually
end as
work
well.
backwards on the math.
Good.
Make
Talk
sure
to
that
me.
it all still
You
plays
on
out. Why? So I asked for all, because I mean, one, it's funny because a lot of people really don't know how to even do research. And so when you tell them what is required, nope, damn, missed it. When you tell him what you're looking for, he just screenshotted some articles and said, "Here you go, do your own research." And I said, "That's not what I asked for." Like, yeah. Exactly. I said, I can Google search articles all day if you, that's not what I'm asking for. What I'm saying is, show me your sources and who told you all this stuff. But, yeah, that was fun. Again, and even then he showed me some articles that said, oh, well, they botched the first testing because they rushed it out the
Sir?
door. It wasn't fully this and that. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Not agreeing. It happens. And I said, you know what? I read it, and it doesn't prove that there was intention behind it. It proves that somebody messed up. Someone was incompetent.
I was wondering if you might
Or
recognize the
there was
girl in
an
this
error
photograph.
during the manufacturing process. However, that doesn't prove that that was the result that was what they were going for.
Sorry to have bothered you.
So again, can you prove that that's what was supposed to happen? Oh well, let's talk a little about the game too before we get too deep into it. So again, Leon Kennedy is from Raccoon City, which was destroyed in, I guess, spoilers for how old are you? 1998. Like, if you haven't played RE2 original or remake, I'm sorry, it's hard to spoil a game that's like 22 years old. So okay, but this is why I always laugh about this, because originally zombies are like the villains, but now it's like this little parasite that takes over
everything
actual
okay?
humans.
There was a
And so
hostile
just the
logo.
kind of messed up part,
I had
you're
no choice
really
but to
just
neutralize
going
it.
through and just
There's
like
still
killing
others
regular
surrounding the
folks
area.
who
Get
don't
out
know
of
they're
there
being
and head
taken
toward the village.
control of,
Take
but hey,
whatever
you know,
measures necessary
fun
to
times.
save the subject.
Understood.
Enough maintenance.
Yeah, exactly. Necessary evil. Or unavoidable. There you go. Oh, man. Yo. Alright. So, now what we gotta do is, well, take care of these guys here. Easiest way, so part of this is actually conserving ammunition starting off, so oh yeah. Oh yeah, man, super kick. You know how I go. Look, he's an action hero, yo. And that ends the first altercation. Okay, so if we saw during the cutscene, our crew that we rolled in with basically got slaughtered. So just yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
What did you think? Just right off the side.
No.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you said you don't have any experience with this game, correct? Oh man, this is one of those ones where you pop it on, especially when you, because later on you get like special weapons that, so you, part of the mechanics of this game is you go through and you pick up like treasure and money, and then you meet a guy who basically sells you equipment. And if you do multiple playthroughs, then you could buy things like the Chicago typewriter, or in this case the Thompson machine gun, or a rocket launcher with unlimited ammo, and then you just replay it and just go ham.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, and you remember like old school games where you get like added, gameplay plus mode where you can basically then go through and be pretty much God himself. Yeah. And then of course the other things to look out for are these little explosives that end up in different areas. So for the most part, this is just your typical. This is kind of the game that changed Resident Evil from a, I guess you could say, what was it? I guess tank controls and actually you still got tank controls, but I guess you say a 3D roamer to more of a behind the back, over the shoulder action game. Oh yeah. Oh. I'm trying to think where these dudes went. There you go. So yeah, usually the strategy starting off is drop them to their knees, kick them, run up on them, stab them. And that's how you kind of save most of the ammunition in the first part of the game. Oh yeah, man. This is why I laugh at this, because he's an American, and I'm in some random Spanish country. It looked like it's impoverished, and here I am, like, yo, I'm here to save the president's daughter. Yeah, you know where she is. It's like, no, sir, we really don't. I don't believe any of you. Oh man.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a plane.
Let's say it again.
Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it. Thanks.
You say how long has this franchise been running?
I say it's amazing how long it's been going.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of it, because this started 1996, I believe, was the first game. And hold up. Nope, I ain't want to do that. Oh well, screw it. But yeah, 1996 up until now. Just recently they had released Resident Evil 3 remake, which I've been slow to buy because I heard it really wasn't. It's shorter. They did take some things out of it, and so it's like I'm basically waiting for it to drop in price. That's pretty much it. Yeah, definitely. Not really, because when you see a lot of them, it's just weird, because when you see a lot of the games, we're getting remakes, which that's not bad in itself. Granted, I don't know. What's your take on game remakes? Yeah, I guess that's my uh the issue I have is like if it's getting remade, then I'm like, okay, let's make sure it's necessary. Like, I mean, a necessary remake. Like, again, I think we've talked about a lot. Just to let everybody know, one of my favorite franchises is Metal Gear Solid, and Metal Gear in general. And I do think the first Metal Gear game should be remade because a lot of people never really got to play them until later on. Because when you look at it, like they were on the MSX, which no one knew what it was, and then you look at the we didn't get to play them until like 2005, I believe, in America, like 2004, 2005, something like that. And so one of those games, I think you could probably combine them. Now, how to do it, I guess that would be the question, because it's like, okay, how long should they be? Should it be two separate games? Should it be one game? Like, how should it work? And I granted, you know, that's a fair question, but I think it would work. I think. What else is a good series that would be like cool to remake? Nope, didn't want to do that. Yeah, I did see that. Alright, now it's right. Alright, so that character there can actually one-shot you. And we don't want that to happen. That's usually not a good thing. Where is he? Oh, there you go. Pretty much. So I try to save this shotgun for him mostly. And also characters like him do give you like some good goodies. There we go. Alright, so yeah, you'll get things like gold or other things. Now we can just use shotty for him. There we go. Alright, so let's switch back to the pistol. Now we just kind of play cat and mouse until the time runs out. Because he's the biggest threat in this area. Other than that, you're just kind of... Oh, dang, he killed me. I didn't realize my health was that low.
Good God. Like I have a remedy for your mortality.
Damn it. Okay. That's some whoopsies. We'll do over. But see, Battletoads was also like, again, like my first experience was with NES Battletoads, which was hard as balls. And oh yeah. Battletoads NES is like, if you look up any hard franchises, usually that's the one that comes up, starting off. That, Ninja Gaiden, etc. And so it's just it's a fun game, yes, but again, I think I'm trying to remember the area specific. I want to say it was like you're on like speeder bikes. Looks like. And you have to actually go through like this obstacle course, and on average, like everybody knows those old games where it's like, yeah, you could make it up to stage 4, and then that's pretty much the end of your run. You know? Yep.
Son of
Exactly. Yeah. And it's funny, you know. So for all the younger gamers, y'all never went through the dark ages where you had to rely on magazines to understand how to beat certain games. That too. Ah. Yeah, I do remember that. Game Informer, then GameStop magazine. I remember getting walkthroughs for which game did I buy one for? Final Fantasy VII. There's plenty of other games because you know there's certain games where you're like, yeah, you just had to buy a guide for it. Okay, trying to remember where is he? I'm trying to listen for the chainsaw. Ah, there you go. Oh. Okay, that was a different cutscene. Never experienced that one before. I know that was a different one. All right, make sure this isn't. Nope, that's not a dead end. Alright, let's run around. And so yeah, we just play a little game of cat and mouse. That's all. You see that, huh? I just had some questions. Oh, and then, oh man, the game gods are loving me because they're giving me these shotgun drops. So I feel it. You said the old school what? Oh yeah. Come on, man, die. There we go. That's what we want. Is he dead? Nah, he wasn't dead. That was the other dude. Now he's dead, look like. Nope. Ooh. Got him just in time. Alright, so now yeah, we're good. Alright. And there it goes. Hey, later on. Yes. Wait, I'm talking about old school game to the fullest. Item management, managing your ammo and all that stuff. So yeah, it takes it back.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Yeah. This is just a normal Tuesday. Then they ripped this off from Metal Gear Solid for all the people who want to know.
Something's happened to the people here.
Leon, you need to get out of here.
Because
Look for a tower and follow the
I
trail
mean, but you
near
know, a
it.
lot of people ask the question. They're like, he picked up a radio, but it's like, how do they see each other? Alright, so now we do what we also used to do in old school game is you gotta go loot the area now. It's quite a few things. Yeah. And then there's some boxes we can break, some barrels we can break for some stuff as well. So yeah, just enjoy. But did I come this way? Nope, that's just the way to loop around. But so that part is actually on a timer. And so, for the most part, if you can just survive that little short time, then the bell will ring and then basically walk away. Good from there. That's it. Now, granted, if you know, when I was younger and I first played this was the furthest I ever got in this game because you get with I'm trying to remember what's the chainsaw guy name again. It's like Dr. Something. Alright. Hold on, forget it. See if they actually give his name, because I know they did before. Damn it, Wikipedia. It failed me this time. So, no, they didn't give his name. But I remember I heard someone say what it was before. But I guess that's what Google's for. Consult your Googles. I'm trying to...
He shall never fail.
Alright, we got... Oh, no, I shot that one. Okay. Okay. Oh, damn. Somebody killed the cow, man. It's messed up. It probably was me accidentally, but still. Hey. Oh, no, you can't say that out loud. You know that. You know better than that.
What, Peter?
Yep. See, you gonna get it shut down. You can't speak of their name. Alright, I think that's everything, to be honest. So, well, no, we didn't go over here. I lied. Alright, more loot. And the loot, again, like I said, it comes in handy later. Oh, of course. See, because later on they also have like old school treasure hunts in this as well, where you gotta you get a treasure and then you gotta pick up additional jewels and stuff to put in the treasure to get it more value. Hold on, what's that up there? Alright, going this way. Alright, so yeah, the internet has been a fun and interesting place. That's all I can say the last few. Honestly, I have been kind of mostly just diving into games to kind of keep myself occupied. Because I do notice that one, I'm already a news guy. I'm that person who does look at current news like every morning. Like that's just always been a thing of mine. But I have noticed that that I've started kind of doing away with that for the most part, because a lot of it gets old after a while, because you're like, it's one of those moments where you're like, man, I don't really see this getting any, much better moving forward, at least not in the immediate future.
It can bring the pessimist out into some people, especially like the way things have been happening lately. It hasn't been the best time.
No, it's again, I tell people I think I tell y'all this all the time. Hey, 2020 is going down in history.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look like we had a yeah, somebody had left a message. Are you able to read messages or oh, gave myself up. I'll read it later. Now it look like someone left a comment, but all right. Nope. Kneecaps, give me them knees. This is also a place where you can pick up a lot of eggs, and that's basically another way to restore small amounts of health.
Somebody says it's so cool to get jokes about Dapper Cow.
Appreciate it. Ah. Alright, cool. I think that's... Oh, nope, I lied. Alright. Now I think that clears the area. No, do your thing, man. Do your thing. So, as of right now, we're just gonna clear this area up because we're just, again, invading a little small area in Spain. I believe it's in Spain. Oh, there we go. See, if only these cows actually gave you stuff, but they don't, unfortunately. Now we need to go back over here when we first came in because there's also a necklace we can get. There we go. Oh, look who's up here hiding and stuff. Oh, yeah. But anyways, I do want, hopefully everyone's staying safe out there. Again, it's been some interesting times. Even regardless of what your leanings would be, it's been an interesting term of events that we've been dealing with. So, want everybody to stay safe out there and do your thing. And so yeah, again, we're just playing a little RE4. Nothing too special. Trying to recap on the last, not the last podcast, but maybe even just discussing what we're gonna do for this next episode. Again, if you want to check us out, we are at the Blurred Confidential podcast, where you can can check us on Spreaker. You can also check us out on most places where you can find podcasts. But we're on Apple. If you do listen to us on Apples, go ahead, just if you could be so kindly, or would you kindly? We'll go with that reference. Leave us a review. Let us know what you think about it, and let's try to make it a thing. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not the right direction. I'm lying. There we go. Alright, so those are the blue medallions. If you get all 15, I believe, 15 of them, then you can get a special weapon. I think it's just a handgun. It's weaker, but it does allow you to fire quicker and reload faster, if I'm not mistaken. And I might just be full of it, so... where I need to go now. No, it's not. Ah, there we go. Tell it's been a while since I played this. All right. So more on I guess my tales from Facebook. So oh, I thought I jumped out of the way. I guess it didn't. That's what continues it for. Oh man, that's another thing. People who missed out on the golden age of quick time events. Those suck. They always have. That was the point when you couldn't, like, usually when you got to a cutscene, that was kind of the reward for progressing. But apparently, I don't know what genius thought it was a good idea, but they decided, hey, why not turn those events into where there's more gameplay. And so now we need you to press certain buttons, or otherwise your character dies. Which actually you get one of those later on today too. Damn. Oh. 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 Down. There we go. Alright. Alright. Man, over here failing hard. I missed it. A lot of times if you can catch them before they throw it, they'll blow themselves up, but yeah, whatever.
I'm back.
What up? Oh shit. Oh well, you don't miss as much. I'm over here failing. I know, man. You distract me. That's what I'm gonna say.
Hey, I'm good with everybody.
Ah. Yeah, I don't feel it. I just tell, hey man, it's been a while since I played this, and it's showing. It's not a hard game at all. Like once you pick it up and go, it's not that bad. Oh, definitely. Like we've all had that one game where it's like, come on, drop it. There we go. Ah, shit. Another one. Where's the other one? Shit, he's in there. I had to wait to get to him, but yeah, it's like certain games. They just take some practice to get back into. So, but yeah, we were talking about remake stuff. So I'm still, again, I guess it just depends on the game. Like, cause there's certain ones where it's like, it was okay, but due to limitations, it could have been better, and it maybe not have reached its full potential. And then there's other games where you're like, you know what, we shouldn't remake it like at all, cause it's like certain films you don't remake.
One thing I can think of, like a remake would actually be done. Let's say Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Like, can't do that again. How far does
Oh man, 3,000.
Yeah, Andre 3000.
Oh man, nah, I think, yeah, it wouldn't. I don't, because the problem is it's not the story itself, but you got certain characters and certain people who played characters where you can't imagine seeing that role recast.
Like, what person played the Crazy Doctor? What played Chris character?
No. And I can't imagine. Like, I'm like, I don't know who would play that because I can't see anyone doing it. And I don't know, maybe that's just my shortcomings as a consumer. But what's that?
The only person that I can think of, or the only person, people, you have to take something and play.
Uh-oh.
It may not be that big of a stretch. They are. There's some loyalty to these characters, whether it be Uncle Fester,
Mm-hmm.
Doc from Back to
Yeah,
the
Doc
Future.
Brown. Who else was he? He also did the Martian and is it a classic?
Well, he did a movie with Hulk Hogan back in the day.
Oh man, I was frozen today. Oh, what was the name of that movie? Suburban Commando.
Urban Commando. You want me to tell you the only reason why I remember that? Do you remember having the Ninja Turtles movie? The Turtles 2?
Uh-huh.
That was one of the previews.
You-
that.
You right. I just remember it
Remember
because
they previewed the trailers on videotape?
yeah, it's a foreign concept now.
The only time you can do that is on YouTube or going to the movie theater.
Yeah,
Stage 4.
because
Had to fast forward through the first 4 minutes of the tape.
yo, I do remember. Man. Yeah, that's me even then. That's a shortcoming too. Having to rewind your tape after you finished it. Because there's plenty of times you didn't popped it in and you like, oh damn, I forgot to rewind it. And like, rewind? What do you mean?
And then you gotta sit that level and wait for that thing to rewind if it's already at the end of the
Oh man. Hey man, the Dark Ages. Yeah, it's the end of this chapter here. Let me make sure we got everything. And so here we go. But I just remember that because of watching Nostalgia Critic. He always put in a clip from that where Christopher Lloyd says, "I was frozen today," and it's like, first of all, why did we let Hulk Hogan try to act?
No.
Because
You?
that just was. He was.
Okay, I have only one
I
very important question.
About that in Paradise or something like that.
Oh my God.
Got
I.
It was technically a sci-fi show because the ship, the boat that they were in,
Perfect.
and still,
The big cheese. What?
Mhm.
the 90s.
Oh man, it's one of those things where, honestly, not Hulk Hogan. The Rock is the best actor to come from wrestling. Him and Jesse Ventura, those two.
And Batista.
Batista is not bad, especially as Drax. I think that fit him.
He had a movie he was in. I think it wasn't. I won't say it was necessarily low budget, but it was a
Feeble
Netflix movie.
humans.
Um,
Let us give you
he was
our
almost
power.
the tech guy, but the big tech guy.
Mhm.
But normally, I wouldn't be.
No, I think he, as far as like timing and things like that, I feel like he was decent. You know, he's pretty good to say that he came from wrestling. But then, yeah, you're talking about third best, Hulk Hogan or what's the other, John Cena. Like the list is really short.
Hey, wake
Oh
up.
man, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Crawl out of one hole and into
yeah, shoot, why not? Yeah, let's remake
You
some
wanna tell me
Commando
what's
and
going
put
on here?
Hulk Hogan back in the role. Why not?
Americano. See? Now what brings a bloke like you to this part of the world? Oh, hey. Whoever you are.
Look, man.
Name's Leon. Came here looking for this
Oh
girl.
man.
Seen her?
What, are you supposed to be a cop or
Shit,
something?
ain't nothing gonna stop racial tensions now. We full in the fact. Even though it's funny how they don't really report on it anymore, but you know,
Okay, let me guess.
it's cool.
She's the president's daughter?
It's too good for a guess.
I
I'll start
mean-
explaining.
You know what? It's funny. That's all we have to talk about now, though.
Nah, just kidding with you, amigo.
What else?
I overheard one of the villagers talking something about the president's daughter in the
Yeah, it's kind of true. Now you think about it, like it's. I don't know.
So long without being said. It went so long.
And who might you be?
As loud as it has
Me
been
llamo
said
Luis
lately.
Serra.
Mhm.
I used to be a cop in Madrid.
Nah, man, those
Now
are
I'm
just
a
people who don't
good-for-nothing
appreciate
guy
America
who
and
happens
everything
to
they
be
did for
quite
them.
a ladies' man.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Why'd you
yeah,
quit?
yeah. You didn't get that.
Policia.
You should know better than that,
Put
black
your
man.
life on the line. Nobody really appreciates you enough for it. Being a hero isn't what it's
And you know,
cracked up to be anymore.
just give people. The reason I talk about it
Used to
on
be a
this
cop
type of
myself.
platform, and I know it's weird because
Only
you're
for a
like, well,
day,
there's
though.
video games going. Why y'all
thought I was
talking
bad.
this stuff? I say because it
Somehow
has
I
to be
managed
talked
to get
about.
myself
You know,
involved with the
let
incident
the
in
game
Raccoon
cut
City
the,
on my first
cut the
day in
tension
the
a little
force.
bit. We can be
That is the
adults,
incident with the
hopefully,
viral outbreak, right?
maybe.
I think I might have seen a sample of the virus in a lab.
I mean, I'm really an adult sometimes. I'll be honest. I pick on my wife just for fun because I can.
After you. Now.
Nope. Oh, there we go. Ah, that's why I was bringing up. Remember QuickTime events? Like it's so messed up because if you were used to games where the cutscene would play out, so many people came back and saw game over, and they're like, "Man, what the hell happened?" And they'll replay it and realize, "Oh yeah, there was a QTE."
It's Leon. Sorry I couldn't get in touch sooner, but I was a bit tied up.
You're okay, right?
Fine. There was a man.
Oh man, you know what?
According to him, Ashley's in a church somewhere.
Gaming
What
community,
happened to
I
her?
am so
Managed to
ecstatic
escape.
y'all kind of
Do you
fell
have
back
evidence on
on
the
that. I'm
location of that
glad,
church?
outside of David
But
Cage
apparently
games,
there's
I'm
a secret
glad
passage in the village that
QTE's
leads
never
there.
caught on like
I'm
that.
heading back to
At
the
least not
village.
for the long haul.
Now, I will ask you this.
Uh-huh.
No, you're not the biggest fan of it, but it's still something notable that's happening. So there's a rumor floating around that they are
Over
getting
here,
rid of
stranger.
Xbox Live in general,
Really?
going to a free model, multiplayer.
Okay. I'm listening.
Essentially, what that means is they made this argument years ago. But
Oh, single player games.
no, more so like I already have to pay. I already have to pay for my internet. Why do I have to pay to be online on my said internet that I'm paying for?
Got something that might interest you.
I mean, I agreed. I remember for the longest I used to talk bad about Xbox players because they were, at one point they were the only ones paying for internet or their internet service. And then of course Sony said,
What
"Huh,
are you buying?
we're gonna back the same model," and it's like, "Oh Lord, here we go."
Now, I
It's
had an argument about that. I had a theory about this. I'm not sure if we talked about it.
uh-uh.
But initially, when that was the case, it was like, yeah, it was like, why is it that as
What are
people
you
who
buying?
pay for this all the time? But what I came to figure out is I think it was initially you were paying for not just the service of being online, you were paying for the stability of your servers, reliability.
Welcome.
There were so many times I would talk to people, they would tell me that how often they would get kicked.
What are you buying?
Or how slow the connection was on their PlayStation.
Is that all,
I
stranger?
was like, I didn't understand it. It was like, okay, like, got the internet, it should be, you should not see an issue every once in a while.
Mhm.
You might, like, I mean, that's just how it goes. But my whole theory with it was, it's like, when Sony went through that whole situation where they got hacked.
Oh, with the hack, yeah.
It started coming out, scripts started being released, like those were the things that pretty much was like, why are y'all having this issue? And then found out that the reason why they were having that issue
Thank you.
was because they were releasing out their servers to hospitals.
Is that all?
So when you release them out to the hospitals, that's where the hack came from. Somebody hacked into a hospital server. They got into that server.
Thank you. What are you selling?
Made it through Sony's back, like firewall and everything else, and they took everything. They said, well,
Is that all,
if you don't
stranger?
want this to happen to you, you need to pay us.
Is that all? Thank
They
you.
had the issue with Microsoft in, where they had got hacked,
Thank you.
something like that. And that's why I was making an argument.
What are you buying?
You gotta kind of think about what we're dealing with.
Come
Like,
back anytime.
It's being an issue. Microsoft. And it was like, you would think that you would have.
Mhm.
Would have been fixed. And it's not to say that it won't happen, but that's the, that was my theory. Like, all right, you're paying for the stability of service.
What are you buying? Is that all? Thank you.
And you know, to an extent, I get that. I'm see, you know, me, I'm all for the free model. Like, if we're all, you know, investing in it, then there's no way that we, you know, there's no way that we can't figure out how it should work to get. And so I hear it and I understand that, but when it continues to go, because like right now I'm paying for two services because I got my, you know, PSN plus Xbox. I don't know. Another thing I always have too, and I'm gonna say this: why can't hackers do something positive? Like, why can't y'all like hack hack the servers and then reset everyone's debt. like, where are these good hackers who will say, you know what, we finna start every society over, and from scratch. They're useless. But I brought that up to some buddy of mine. I was like, how come we don't have a hacker who like reset everyone's student loan debts or something like that? Something useful. Yeah. Like last few years, mostly with Spider-Man. You had now The Witcher came out on both, I believe. Shit, I gotta think actually. There's been quite a few. I gotta pull up my list again, but I know for sure. Let's just say Spider-Man on, Sony Spider-Man. Yeah, that's right, God of War. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank. That's always still. Every time they announce a new one for that, they're revitalizing Crash Bandicoot, so that's gonna be interesting. You said how much did they cost? Average game is what, $59.99? Unless you get special edition, which may run you about 70 to 80. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Cut them a discount for purchasing the game. People love that.
Yeah.
I hate it sometimes that I have to lose that game and I have to. I might pay like a 20% less to get that game. I get a 20% discount.
All right.
What I can say about it is this: any of those games, like for instance, what's the game that just came out, Grounded? It's something that I really want to play.
Uh-huh.
Only 102 kids, and you have to play and survive the shrinkage.
Oh wow. I'm gonna have to look at that one. That's it.
You are in the backyard. You have to build a base. You have to. What else do you have to do? You have to build a base. Figure out how you got strong. There was a scientist that did it, and there was an option for you to actually find this guy and like find his face and everything that happened. When you do, right now it's in beta, so also that's a benefit of having Game Pass. That game is actually in beta right now. They can get free preview, Microsoft Game Preview. So people are playing that game right now just to test it out, and they've been doing it for free.
See, I guess let me go ahead and sit. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the run right there. Y'all can get through seeing me fail, but I will pick it up right here next time coming in. But again, you know, you listen to the Blurred Crew, Blurred Confidential Podcast. Again, if you want to check us out anywhere where you can find any podcast, most notably iTunes. And also, if you do listen to us on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, please leave us a review and go ahead and give us a rating as well. Let us know how we're doing, if we're doing well, if we're doing poorly, etc. You can also check us out on Spreaker.com. Just look up the Blurred Confidential Podcast and we'll pop right on up. And other places such as hold up, I had it in my mind. Oh, Spotify. There we go. Yeah, check us out on Spotify as well. James, you got anything you want to add into that before we let the folks go?
No, just make sure that if you are online on YouTube, check out Quitting on this, check on this page, check out other member of our podcast, Johnny. Is actual gaming. Find him on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
All right, and eventually, when I'm not being lazy anymore, I will move all this over to the Blurred Confidential YouTube channel when I create it, and it won't just be me over here failing on games. You get to see everybody else suck at them too sometimes. But
Sometimes, always.
yeah. Other than that, we appreciate you folks, and y'all be easy. Have a good Sunday.